warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive and I'm Meghna Rekha. Well, you all know that the living legend of football, Lionel Messi, is on the G.O.A.T tour, or the greatest of all tour. Kolkata, Hyderabad, Mumbai and finally Delhi. Over the course of the show, I'm going to tell you how the global icon got a taste of India's desi mess. How Messi didn't miss, but perhaps we in India, we did miss. Kolkata. Well, in Kolkata, the city of dreams, it hit a self-goal with complete chaos. There was vandalism and mismanagement. The crowd saw everything except for Messi himself. In Hyderabad leg, which turned into a PR free kick for the Congress party, Messi's popularity was hijacked and usurped by Rahul Gandhi and Revan Sarkar for their 2-year celebration. You can see the videos of Rahul Gandhi, Messi in the middle and Revan, all of them wearing jerseys. And they hijacked that event of Messi for Congress's own PR stunt and promotion, as the BJP called it. Finally, he came to Delhi, but he just about made it, because the smoggy skies of Delhi delayed Messi's flight. That's right, Lionel Messi. He may be the greatest footballer of all times, but even his charter plane cannot land in Delhi's pollution-choked skies. Because at the end of it, pollution is a great leveler, a great economic and social leveler. No matter how rich, no matter how poor, no matter how famous, no matter how innocuous, no one is safe from the toxic skies of Delhi. While the AQI reached 500, flights were grounded. And it's not just Messi. Flights were grounded. Even Prime Minister's own flight to Jordan was delayed due to poor visibility today morning. We're going to show you how Prime Minister Modi's flight also was delayed. He couldn't take off to Jordan because of the delay in it. And of course, BJP's newly appointed president, Nitin Nabin, he couldn't reach Delhi for his own coronation because of his flight getting delayed, again due to poor visibility and delay due to smog. Messi's Delhi tour got delayed as well because, well, who can beat Delhi's deadly fog and poor visibility? So did India turn the G.O.A.T tour into the greatest of all tamashas? Well, first, let's get you the latest visuals which are coming in of Messi's Delhi leg of the G.O.A.T tour. Well, there were thousands of fans who gathered at the G.O.A.T Stadium to get a glimpse of Messi. He was accompanied by the Inter Miami teammates as well, Luis Suarez as well as Rodrigo de Paul. These are world champions, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the whole world is watching India. And did India put its best foot forward? We'll leave you to decide. Well, as you can see, all three of these stars, these world champions, they stroll along the pitch. They kicked footballs into the stands as well. They, with a passing group of children, and then they were signing autographs as well. Of course, they met the Delhi Chief Minister as well. You can see her there, the lady there, the Delhi Chief Minister, Rekha Gupta, along with Messi. This is the larger photo op. Of course, everyone's asked people to stay indoors because such is the pollution in Delhi. It's almost touching 500. People have been asked to stay indoors. The Supreme Court says it's better to work from home. The Chief Justice of India has said even masks are not enough. But nonetheless, you have huge crowds who are thronging the Delhi stadiums. So the crowd, you heard chanting his name. They beat the pollution just to catch a glimpse of Messi. Meanwhile, let's remind you how the welcome of Messi at Kolkata was a global embarrassment. Why do we say that? We bring you frame-by-frame description of the events which unfolded in this messy chaos which could not be stopped. The first frame that we are getting for you, you simply can't spot Messi. We'll show you how. Then we are going to tell you how there were bottles which were thrown right after that. Bottles were thrown onto the pitch. There were chairs. The next one that we are going to show you, the second frame, is that of bottles being thrown onto the entire stadium. You can see that. The third frame that we are going to show you, there on your screens, of chairs being flung at the security forces. These are policemen in Kolkata who are taking steps back because there were chairs being flung. Next one, the fourth frame, is that of sofas being torched because people got into the VIP area, brought the sofas and then they set them ablaze because they couldn't even see Messi. Barricades were breached as well. These are the visuals that you can see of barricades being brought down by the angry crowds there. A stage was also vandalized because these are people who love football. These are people who love Messi. What did they not love was the mismanagement. So it was also Parivarvad which took over the center stage as Kolkata was welcoming the GOAT icon Lionel Messi. A picture was posted on X by Bengal BJP leader Arjun Singh. Now, Arjun Singh, remember, is also a former BJP MP, and this is what he says, that this is Messi and the reason why people couldn't see, and he numbers them out, saying this person here, along with Messi. Messi is right here on this screen. We are going to go full frame so that you'll be able to see them closely, see this picture closely. You have Messi in the middle, then you have this man, Akash Banerjee, Mamta Banerjee's nephew. The second person right next to him, Akash Banerjee's wife, Mamta's daughter-in-law, I believe that would be. The third person that you can see, the lady here, is Aditi, Abhishek Banerjee's social media in charge right next to Messi. These are the people who were crowding Messi and did not permit the real fans of football to catch a glimpse of it. The fourth person, Arup Biswas. This, of course, is the TMC MP who's there, and next to him, of course, are apparently Arup Biswas's family members, his nieces and so on. So forth, the BJP says that it was all Parivarvad which overtook in Kolkata. What happened after that? Well, after that, Telangana was Messi's next stop. Hyderabad, to be precise. Here, Chief Minister of Telangana, Revant Reddy, might have shaken his leg with the football star Lionel Messi, but former BRS leader G.O.A.T has stoked off a political controversy. In fact, this, you can see, is the allegation which has been made by G.O.A.T. She says that Chief Minister misused the public funds which were meant to be used for public, that there was cash-strapped. Singareni has spent 10 crore rupees. Instead of using it for his own janta, he spent it on Messi, saying that this is the splurge that the state government has done, that this is the coal-producing public enterprise for the event and for playing football. Lionel Messi, she has demanded that the Congress now returns the funds to the tune of 10 crore rupees, saying, why are you wasting public funds which were meant for the public on sponsoring Messi, calling an insult to the hard-earned wages of the people. So this is the kind of criticism which is coming in from G.O.A.T. So Messi was also received warmly by the Telangana Chief Minister Revant Reddy. Of course, the two of them also were partaking in a friendly fight. The Congress's MP and leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, of course, he too was there in attendance. However, a poster which was shared by BJP's Amidst Malviya shows Rahul Gandhi, Revant and Messi, all of them in the same frame. This is the picture that you can see behind me. This was posted by Amidst Malviya. It's got Rahul Gandhi in a jersey, then you have Lionel Messi in a jersey, and then you finally have Revant Reddy also in a jersey. And this is the poster which has been put out by Amidst Malviya from the stadium. In fact, Amidst Malviya has raised questions on the Congress, comparing Rahul Gandhi to Messi, comparing their own leader Revant Reddy to Messi, saying that the global icon Messi is on a tour and Messi has been featured alongside the Chief Minister as well. The BJP has now targeted Rahul Gandhi and Revant Reddy, saying it's embarrassing and downright ridiculous to have Rahul Gandhi and Revant Reddy with Messi in the middle. Well, in the end of it all, what we are asking you is, Messi may not have missed, but is it us who may have had a massive miss? In India, instead of showcasing our prowess, instead of showcasing what India could have done as the next superpower, did we have a major miss-up, is the question. Let me go across to our panelists. Today, joining us on the show, we have Dilip Cherian, the founder of Perfect Relations. We have Tausif Rahman, the national spokesperson of the TMC. Barrister Kabir Shankar Bose is joining us, a political analyst. My first question goes across to Tausif Rahman. You're the national spokesman of the TMC, which is in power in West Bengal. We saw what happened in Kolkata. Let's start with Kolkata. That was the first leg, after all, of Messi, and that was a huge mess. Do you think this is the best foot forward we could have put to showcase? And I'm not talking about TMC or Kolkata or even West Bengal. Absolutely. I'm talking about showcasing India. Is that the best that Kolkata could have done?
Absolutely, absolutely. Good evening to everyone. Absolutely. I mean, we are not going anywhere. There's no excuse such. But you have to understand, Lionel Messi's first visit to India was in September 2011, when he captained Argentina in a friendly match against Venezuela. That happened in Kolkata and under the TMC government. But ma'am, I would like to bring you notice like this incident is extremely unfortunate. I mean, there should be no sorry, but yeah, it did happen. No one can deny that. And deeply regrettable, especially for thousands of football lovers who had gathered in good faith. CM Mamata Bandyopadhyay has already expressed her condolence and has assured firm action through and through investigation. I mean, it must be stated clearly that this was a privately organized event and the responsibility rests entirely with the organizers, ma'am.
Privately
not
organized.
With the
However, Tausif, as you well know, and we just showed, it was your own minister, your own minister's nieces, nephews, people from Abhishek Banerjee's social media team, so on and so forth. We are putting out all those faces who were part of it.
I'm not denying that, ma'am. I'm just not denying, but I'm just telling you what the viewers should know as well. This was not a government-sponsored program. The AITC was not responsible for any event, but yes, whatever you see, that was there. Just same like Fadnavis Sahab in Maharashtra, same like Revan Reddy and Rahul Gandhi. So of course, I mean, this should not happen. This was the event for the people. This was event for the people who paid so much money. And we absolutely understand that. But let's not target Bengal. That is a global shame just because of Bengal. That's not true. I'm not attacking you. But these circumstances are coming, which is not true. I mean, Calcutta is a place where football lovers understand football. And this is not a first
Which
event.
is why it's a
We had
greater shame.
Maradona.
Which
We
is
had
why it's a
Maradona.
greater shame for them not to even
Of
catch a
course.
glimpse of Messi. We are going to put out a picture where you are going to ask a simple question. Let's put out that visual on our screens. Can you spot Messi? That's a simple question we are going to ask. Can you spot Messi in the pictures that we can say? You can't even see Messi. That's the question. Can you spot Messi? We are putting out those visuals. Imagine you paid 12,000 rupees for a ticket to catch a glimpse of Messi. That is the picture you can see. Can you spot him there? That's a simple thing,
ma'am, I would be very happy if you could have seen Devendra Fadnavis' wife was taking selfie with Messi. I would be very happy if it had been there as well. I mean, this is not a blame.
So it's wrong for Devendra Fadnavis' wife to go and take a selfie, but it's fine. If your own minister, she's not a minister, she's still a private citizen, which is why I'm not talking about her. I was showing you your own ministers and their king. But meanwhile, let me go across to Kabir Shankar also, a political analyst, because unfortunately, and you're right, Tausif, it's not about shame on Bengal. I'm saying it is shame on India. And that's even worse. Kabir Shankar, Delhi, he couldn't even land in Delhi. Flights of the Prime Minister getting delayed, he couldn't take off. The newly appointed BJP president could not land for his own coronation. Messi couldn't reach. Is this the best that Delhi can do?
So, good evening, Meghna, and to all your viewers. See, what's happening in Delhi, this happens every year. It's, there is a lot of burning, haystack burning in neighboring states, and that is why the pollution really shoots up at this point of the year.
Supreme Court has said that it's not you to stop blaming the other states. Supreme Court has said that.
No, absolutely. Supreme Court has said that. Supreme Court has also said that go in a hybrid mood. They have said that. So what's happening? The weather, yes, the weather is not in our control, but I'm sure the government is working on it. And I'm sure there'll be a solution very soon. But this program is about Messi. It's about Messi and Messi's visit to Bengal. Let me answer that. Let me first
it's about how we are showing India, how we are showcasing India at a time when the whole world is looking at India.
Bengal is just not a part of India.
Absolutely. So the world was also looking at Bengal, Meghna. The world was also looking at Bengal. Now, Tausif says, yes, I'm sorry, things have happened. But let me put things in perspective. There was a blatant lathi charge by the police in Salt Lake Stadium. In Vishwa Bharati Stadium, why were these innocent onlookers and fans of Messi, why were they lathi charged? Number one. Number two, police are blatantly arresting people who are tweeting about it. As we speak, some people who have tweeted, they have been arrested. They were, produced in court today. We have moved their bail, and the orders are reserved. So on one hand, TMC government and the chief minister is saying, I'm sorry that this has happened. On the other hand, she's letting loose her police. They're arresting innocent people who are tweeting.
Kabir, sorry to interrupt you. I've already asked Tausif these questions. What I had asked you, however, is about the Delhi situation where flights are being delayed to this extent, where the chief minister has said it is because Delhi people are having putting too much of coal in their tandoor. Stop tandoori and tandoori chicken, perhaps that is going to solve the problem. That's one of the curbs. Yes, that's right. That stop the coal burning in tandoors. Hopefully that is going to fix the problem. AQI is 500 par. hot air balloon is what the solution that the Delhi government has given. The Delhi government has also said that there is going to be a pita cutting, by the way, which is happening. Now open air Mela, which is that pita which is cut. The red ribbon has been cut by the chief minister, inaugurated by the chief minister. That's Delhi's solution. Is it, Kabir?
The weather problem in Delhi has affected everyone. Like you said, it's affected the Prime Minister. It's affected the newly appointed BJP's party president. It's affected everyone across the board. So I'm sure that there will be a solution coming forth from the government. But yes, whatever the chief minister has said,
so far there's been no solution. You at least admit that there will be in future. Maybe let's hope. Dilip Cherian, here's the problem.
There has to be a larger solution.
Here's the problem.
A larger solution.
You're the only person here who's representing people like me. People like me who wonder when will the blame game stop. I don't even care about whose blame it is at the end of it if you can't get clean air. If this is the image of India that we are projecting, Dilip.
The image of India as unruly, as failing its citizen is something that unfortunately could not be hidden during any visit. We've had chaos in the skies when Putin was visiting India.
Yes.
We've had violence in the stadium when Messi came to India. We had flights being grounded by pollution, and this is the harsh reality of India. In my view, Meghna, there is no point our trying to put window dressing when a visitor comes. The whole world today is so connected that a story which happens in Zimbabwe plays out in Honolulu. So the fact is that our pollution story, our unruly fans in stadium story, our politicians trying to shove themselves in front of cameras story, whether in whichever city or state it is unfortunately part of the narrative of India. As somebody who has done communications for countries, communications for parties and for corporations, let me tell you, Meghna, that attempts to paper over this only results in people suspecting that there is much more than there is to be seen. In fact, this ugly face that we have seen on both occasions, and you know the chaos that took place in the air while Putin was visiting, it took him off almost all the television channels. The chaos is something that every powerful person, whether it's a Messi or whether it's Trump's son-in-law, they're all monitoring this because it gives you an indication of the unevenness with which the India story is moving ahead. The fact that we are moving ahead despite that is actually a kind of kudos to us.
Not because of that, it is despite of that, it is only resilience. Dhurandhar India is what some of the people have been saying. That's what we've been reduced to. We are Dhurandhar because we literally don't have a choice. But Dilip Cherian has made a very right point that we need to be careful about what is the position that we are putting out, the image of India that is going out, the G.O.A.T tour. Did we turn it into the greatest of all tamashas that the entire world today is going to be watching? Perhaps you and me can introspect on that. Thank you so much, Dilip Cherian. Pleasure as always to have you on the show, as well as Tausif Rahman and Barrister Kabir Shankar Bose. Without a short break, stay tuned.